But when you have to materialize your dreams, when you have to translate your dreams into reality, then eyes are opened. Human eyes are opened. Gradually and gradually, he comes to the conclusion. He cherished blindly. But on the other hand, man is committed. Man has commitment. When he commits, then he damn cares the hurdles. He never cares his limitations. Of God's masterpiece, he does not have one quality, hundreds of qualities. And the word impossible is not found in the dictionary of heroes, in the dictionary of great people. And that's why the philosophy of life is the philosophy of struggle. And getting mad, struggling to the extent of abnormality, never caring their health, never caring other priorities. They have their goal, they have their aim and the struggle. Spending years after years, years after years. The youth comes and the youth passes. Middle age comes and the middle age passes. The old age comes and the old age passes. And then gradually and gradually, the strength is consumed. Energy level comes down and the commitment is loosened. Reduced to a skeleton, tasting only moral victory. Tasting moral victory. A part of the dream is realized. Just a small part of dream is realized, is fulfilled. The remaining remains unfulfilled. Taking their last breath with the moral victory. I did my best. I struggled a lot. Whatever I could, I did. But the tragedy stays there because the heart's desire is not achieved. They fail to achieve their heart's desire. Part of, just a small part is achieved. In certain cases, small part is achieved. In certain cases, no achievement at all. The struggle gives them moral victory, a sense of moral victory. They did their best. Taking their last breath, again with the big ah. There are two tragedies in life. One is not to get your heart's desire. Not to get. Why not to get? You think big. You cherish so high. Your dreams are boundless. You think of golden age of humanity. You think of all perfection. You think the world becoming a paradise. The world of reality becoming a paradise. You think of perfection. Your ideals, infinite. Your ideals are infinite. Living in the finite, thinking of the infinite. So the heart's desire remain beyond your grasp. And that's why taking your last breath with moral victory only. Heart's desire, while dying you feel your heart's desire is still beyond your grasp. Another tragedy. One tragedy is to get your heart's desire. You get, what next? Aimlessness, living death, tragedy. The other tragedy is not to get your heart's desire. Why? You think so high. You think so high. But the not to is, there are two tragedies in life. One is not to get. I think this tragedy is better than the other one. Not to get is better than to get. Because when you get your heart's desire, next, nothing. Very, very miserable life. Miserable life. The statement or what I am discussing is not about masses. I am talking about great people, big brains, the great heroes, talking about great heroes, having the level of sensitivity, meditating, reflecting minds. So think low, you get your heart's desire, but you have to face a big, big tragedy. because you feel no purpose. You feel your life becoming purposeless. You can't spend even a single day without a purpose, without a struggle. That's why think high, cherish high, and spend your whole life struggling. This is a better choice. This is a better choice. Because struggle is life. Struggle is life. Though tragedy takes place, you don't get your heart's desire. But there is some consolation. You did your best. You tried and tried again and again and again. You make all out effort. This consolation. You have this consolation when your eyes are closed forever. There are two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. And that's why Andrea faces one tragedy. And that's why he casts his vote in favor of the other tragedy. But a man's reach should exceed his grasp. Life of struggle is preferable to life of passivity. When you get your heart's desire, life of passivity is ahead. Unbearable. Unbearable. So, he prefers number two tragedy, because number two tragedy has a consolation as well. Consolation, moral victory in the form of struggle. You feel satisfied while closing your eyes permanently, though tragedy does take place, but you have the satisfaction and the joy, you did your best. So this topic, this essay is strictly about man, man's nature, man's life. Man's life. Now we can quote examples of great warriors, of great conquerors, of great emperors, of great scientists, of great engineers. They have registered their names in the books of history with golden words. We have their adventures, we have their conquests, we have their achievements, but just sit in the company of a great man and talk to him about his ideals. He will tell you his ideals with tears in his eyes, but smiles on his face. Tears in his eyes and smile on his face. Smile, he did his best. Tears, he could not. He could not. 5,000 years history of man has hundreds of big names. The great people, the great heroes, they spent their whole life in struggle. In struggle. Even at the cost of their life, sacrificing every joy, every pleasure, running after their ideal, spending their whole life, ignoring every other priority, dying with tears in their eyes and smile on their face. One is of struggle, the other not to get. Not to get. So, finally there are two tragedies in life. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. This quotation, this statement is motivational, inspiring, gives us energy, makes us think and think deeply and think highly. It makes us to act. This statement makes us to break all the chains of sluggishness and idleness, and jump into the field of life, jump into the stream of life, heading towards a high goal, a big aim, swimming, walking, running, struggling, jumping, facing. Though at the end, you are still away from your goal, but you have the consolation. You have the consolation and satisfaction you remain in the stream of life throughout your life. You gave your best, you did your best. So, one should not become another Andrea del Sarto to suffer and suffer endlessly. Thank you very much.